Welcome, everyone, to our channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating exercise in imagination, alternate history. We'll explore two intriguing hypothetical scenarios. A world where Napoleon was never defeated. A world where the Americas were never colonized by Europeans. These scenarios allow us to reimagine how different choices and events could have shaped the course of history. Thought-provoking questions. Have you ever wondered what might have happened if Napoleon had won the Battle of Waterloo? Or what if Europeans had never set foot in the Americas? Join us as we explore these alternate realities and uncover the potential ripple effects on our world today. Let's get started. A world where Napoleon was never defeated. Historical context. Let's start by introducing Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's most iconic figures. Born in Corsica in 1769, Napoleon rose to prominence during the French Revolution and became Emperor of the French in 1804. He was a military genius, reshaping Europe through his conquests and reforms. His Napoleonic Code, a legal framework, influenced laws worldwide. However, his downfall came at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, where he was defeated by a coalition led by the British and Prussians. This marked the end of his rule and the restoration of the Bourbon monarchy in France. But what if history had taken a different turn? Imagine if Napoleon had won the Battle of Waterloo. Here's how the world might have looked. Expansion of the French Empire. Napoleon would have continued his conquests, potentially unifying Europe under a single authority. A French-dominated Europe could have emerged, with Napoleon as its emperor. The Napoleonic Code. The Napoleonic Code, which emphasized equality before the law and meritocracy, would have spread even further. This could have accelerated social and legal reforms across Europe, reducing feudalism and promoting modernization. Relations with Britain and other powers. A victorious Napoleon might have forced Britain into a tense, Cold War-like standoff. Alternatively, Britain could have been forced to negotiate peace, leading to a balance of power in Europe. Global impact. Colonial expansion. France might have expanded its colonial empire, potentially dominating Africa and Asia instead of Britain. Science and technology. Under Napoleon's patronage, science and technology could have advanced rapidly, as he valued innovation and education. A unified Europe. A French-led Europe might have unified much earlier than the European Union of today, creating a single political and economic entity. No world wars. Without the power struggles that followed Napoleon's defeat, the conditions that led to World War I and World War II might never have arisen. Cultural dominance. French culture, language, and ideals could have become the global standard, replacing the influence of English and Anglo-American culture. In this alternate world, Napoleon's legacy would have reshaped not just Europe, but the entire globe. What do you think? Would this have been a better or worse world? Let us know in the comments. A world where the Americas were never colonized. In the late 15th century, European explorers like Christopher Columbus, Hernán Cortés, and Francisco Pizarro set foot in the Americas. This marked the beginning of European colonization, which had devastating consequences. The near genocide of indigenous populations due to disease, war, and exploitation. The transatlantic slave trade, which forcibly brought millions of Africans to the Americas. The rise of new nations, such as the United States, built on the displacement and oppression of indigenous peoples. But what if the Americas had never been colonized? Let's explore this alternate history. If Europeans never found the Americas, indigenous civilizations like the Aztec, Maya, and Inca would have continued to thrive and evolve. These societies, known for their advanced astronomy, agriculture, and architecture, might have developed their own technologies independently. Without European interference, the Americas could have become a hub of innovation and cultural diversity. If the Americas were discovered but not colonized, trade between Europe and the Americas could have been more equitable, with indigenous peoples retaining control over their lands and resources. Indigenous cultures, philosophies, and knowledge systems might have influenced global thought, offering alternative perspectives on governance, spirituality, and sustainability. The Americas could have become a powerful, independent region, interacting with Europe and Asia as equals rather than colonies. A multipolar world. The Americas, Europe, and Asia could have emerged as equal superpowers, creating a more balanced global order. Cultural and philosophical influence. Indigenous cultures and philosophies, such as their deep connection to nature and communal living, might have shaped global values and practices. Reduced conflict. Without the legacy of colonialism, the world might have seen fewer conflicts rooted in exploitation, inequality, and cultural erasure. In this alternate world, the Americas could have been a beacon of indigenous innovation and resilience, offering a unique path for human development. What do you think? Would this have been a better world? Share your thoughts in the comments.